Hi, my name is Jonathan Warnis. My topic I'm talking about BadUSB. What you can do about undetectable malware on a flash drive. Okay. A clone service might be safer than a flash drive, although that has its own dangers, especially with privacy. But USB shows us that malware can infect and reside in a flash drive firewall, which your antivirus program can't scan the way it can scan the drive's main storage. It's like having the malware in your motherboard's BIOS, except that these malwares will likely get plugged into multiple computers. But USB is not yet malware. It's an experiment intended to prevent this sort of thing can happen, and we need to protect ourselves. But if it were malicious, it could trick your PC into thinking it's a USB keyboard, and then tell it to download something bad. It could take over your DNS setting and send you to the wrong website. Luckily, your antivirus software will probably catch and block this sort of activity, but that's probably not definitely. Thank a video.
Because we just didn't have enough tech security problems to worry about, computer science researchers have just published a potentially catastrophic security exploit. It's ubiquitous, it's nearly impossible to fix, and it's all thanks to these little devices. The problem first came to light several months ago when a pair of researchers unveiled BadUSB, a way to transform common USB devices into malware-laden attack vectors which could hijack any computer they were attached to. The firmware-based exploit involves altering the very nature of how a USB device communicates with a computer, which meant traditional malware detectors wouldn't pick up on the attacks, and countering the threat would be nearly impossible. When they first revealed BadUSB, the hackers declined to reveal how they made the malware, citing security reasons, but another pair of researchers has now reverse-engineered the hack, and they've opened up their work to the public. Adam Caudill and Brandon Wilson have made some of the code behind their version of BadUSB freely available on GitHub. The hackers say they're publishing their work so the community can come up with a solution.
If you're going to say something, if you're going to prove that there's a flaw, you need to release the material so people can defend against it.
But The Verge notes a fix is likely to require a full update to the USB standard itself, which means years of insecurity. However the industry responds, we're likely to be living with it for a long time. It's also possible we've already been living with this problem. BadUSB looks a bit like Cottonmouth, a national security agency product revealed during the Snowden leaks, which hijacks USB devices. Now that the instructions for building BadUSB attacks are out in the wild, it's possible malicious hackers could start building these types of attacks. So, should we freak out? In a blog post, Caudill states his release is just a harmless demo and doesn't contain anything that might enable malware. The kind of people that have what it takes to do this could do it regardless of our release. I firmly believe that by releasing this code, the risk to the average user isn't increased at all. And Mashable notes there are a few basic ways to guard against BadUSB attacks. For one thing, don't let suspicious or untrusted USB sticks anywhere near your computer. It's also possible to lock USB port use on Windows systems or by using endpoint security software. Boing Boing's Cory Doctorow has a slightly more apocryphal bit of advice. Apparently, someone with high-level connections to the US intelligence community told Doctorow the spooks he worked with would only trust USB thumb drives from one vendor, a US-based firm that had been vetted by American spies. So, if you can find that vendor, you should be safe from most black hat USB attacks. Until then, it's probably better not to put anything in your computer if you don't know where it's been. For Newsy, I'm Christian Bryant.
Their flash drive will fix the problem. Iron Kane claims its drive uses digitally synced code, which makes it possible for anyone else to change the firmware. If Iron Kane is correct, and if other companies follow their lead, The problem will go away eventually. In the meantime, here's what you can do to protect yourself. 1. Don't share flash drive. 2. Stick with the cloud for file sharing. 3. Follow the general rules of PC security and up-to-date antivirus and firewall web protection and so on. 4. Let the manufacturers know that you want BadUSB immune portable storage. One video more.
Hi guys, today's tutorial is going to be about how you can repair a corrupt USB flash drive that you think is a goner. So basically it's giving you loads of error messages saying that it needs to be scanned for fix. You're just getting annoyed, or overall it's just not, the capacity isn't being recognised. So here's what you want to do. It's very simple and very easy, so follow my instructions and you'll be all good. So go to start, go to run, and in run you want to type in CMD, which brings up the command prompt box. In this command prompt box, let's make it visible for you, green. We're going to want to type in the following. Okay, so we're going to type in disk part, and this, if you have user account control permissions on, then it's going to ask you if you want to proceed, and press yes, and it brings up a new CMD box, and we're going to be working in this new one from now on. And when you get this disk part on the side, you need to type in list and then now space disk. This will list basically the disks that you have currently in. So disk 1 is my flash drive, because as you can see it's about 4 gig, and the top one's my hard drive, so remember to select the right one. And you have to type in select, and this is where you're going to type in what disk you want to select, and I'm selecting disk 1, so that's what I'm going to type in. It's now going to come up saying disk 1 is now selected. The next thing you want to do is type in clean, and if it doesn't work, if it doesn't say succeeded, just try it again and I'm sure it will. When it's cleaned, you now want to type in create partition primary, and it'll then say that it's succeeded, and you now want to activate it. Just type in active. It's now active, and now the next thing to do is we're going to format the partition. We're going to format our removable media. So type in format space FS, which stands for file system, and you're going to type in FAT32, which is the default file system type for flash drives. And you know you have hard drives that will be NTFS. Well, your flash drives will be FAT format, FAT32 we're going to go with. Enter. And this is going to take a while. It should get to 100% and finish. So I'm going to pause the video, and when it gets to 100%, I'm then going to bring you back and go through what we have just done and show you that it is now working. Basically it now, if I go into my computer, and here it is, it's ready for use. Obviously it's formatted it so there's nothing on it, and my full capacity is now available. So thanks for watching guys, I hope this helped. Comment, rate, subscribe for more.
Okay, no more. Thank you.